you know, we've been through this before, right? The smoke in here. But what's it like to
Yeah.
see this place you love looking like this?
It's awful. It's awful. We get smoke sometimes from hundreds of miles away fires. This one is obviously much closer. We have had fires here in the basin. I've lived through the Angora fire, which took out 254 homes. We had the Gondola fire just a few years before that. Um, we are dealing with fires that are behaving differently. And so this fire being much further away than those two fires, it has our community much more afraid, because we know now that fire behaves differently. Fire is much more fierce. It is faster moving. It is just a lot more frightening now.
You went and saw it firsthand.
I did. I have gone up and down Highway 50 a few times over several days. Yesterday, I spent time at base camp in Placerville. I visited some evacuation centers. It has affected a lot of people. It completely wiped out an entire community of Grizzly Flats on the West Slope, and I feel for them because I know what it did to our community. Fire did to our community during the Angora fire.
Talk about what you saw on Highway 50.
I drove down Highway 50 on Friday. There was no fire to be seen, although there was a lot of smoke. I drove down on Tuesday night and there were fingers of fire. Yesterday, I drove down and it's more and more devastating. The fire is making itself known in a much bigger way. It is from now forward, it will be an entirely different landscape for us. Those of us who spend time on the West Slope and going into California, that's our path. And we will always, this fire will be our future now.
Forever changed highway.
Forever changed.
It's really sad.
It's very sad. It's hard not to get a little emotional because we live in the mountains because we love it. We love being surrounded by these trees. We love the nature aspect of it. My children grew up building forts in these trees and in the forests, and there's a reason why we choose to live here. There's a reason why we don't live in an urban area. The trees are our home, and to see the trees and the area that we recreate in being devastated like this is difficult.
So what do you say to your constituents? A lot of people living here are scared.
They are.
What's your message to folks here?
Be prepared. I think we're going to be okay in the basin. I hope that we are. Every message that we're receiving from the people who are fighting the fire, the wonderful, amazing heroes that are fighting our fire, are telling us that it's unlikely that it will reach the basin. They're doing such an incredible job working together with all the agencies. But stay indoors, protect yourselves, protect your children, protect your pets. They shouldn't be outside in this weather as much as possible, with the smoke being what it is. But be prepared. Get your valuables, the things that mean the most to you, and be prepared to leave if we need to. If you have any health issues, leave now if you can. If you have an inability to get yourself out, call the city, call the county, call CAL FIRE. There are numbers everywhere on websites. We will protect you. We will get you out if you can't.
I think you make a great point about just being prepared, because we know it's unlikely now, I guess, that it could make its way, based on what we're hearing from CAL FIRE too.
It's possible, but unlikely.
Right. Nevertheless, that small possibility.
Small, but it is.
And the prospect of sort of a mass evacuation for, I don't know how many people live here year round, that's a scary thought.
It is. Between the city of South Lake Tahoe and Myers, which is the El Dorado County side of South Shore, there's about 30,000 people that live here year round. the tourism aspect, I think a lot of them have left, but there's still a few. So we're looking maybe 50,000 people. If you include the Nevada side, you add another 15 to 20,000. We need to be prepared. Listen to what the actual people in the know are telling you. Do not listen to Facebook. Do not listen to your friends on social media. Go to your actual sources. Listen to what's happening in your neighborhood. We have some really good, on the Nevada side, it's reverse 911. On the California side, sign up for Code Red through El Dorado County. That will tell you what to do. It will come on your cell phone or your landline if that's what you have. They will be the ones to tell you what to do and when to do it.
Finally, I'm sure you have constituents coming to you with questions.
I do.
With concerns. What are you hearing from people?
They just want to be reassured mostly. We got the evacuation warning for parts of Christmas Valley yesterday, which is just below Echo Summit, and they wanted to make sure that they shouldn't pack up and leave right away. And I just reassured them that it was just a aspect of getting equipment and personnel onto Echo Summit. So the mandate of evacuations on Echo Summit pushed out the warning into the basin. It was simply a way for them to move personnel and equipment without civilians in the way. And a warning is simply that: be prepared. Get your things ready. Get your, your medicines, your personal belongings that you absolutely cannot live without. But it is absolutely not the time to start heading out of town unless that's what you want to do.
Yeah, and I'm also, just in terms of logistics, it's always better, I guess, to have like sort of a steady trickle if people don't like the air quality here, or they just want to get a little further away or fresher air.
That is everyone's absolute right. I know people who left last week, and if they have the means to do that, then that's what they should do. Some people have asthma, some people have COPD, other people have a vacation home somewhere, or they wanted to go on a camping trip and they decided to move it up a few weeks. Good for them. That everybody who decided to do that made, if in the unlikely event we do have to have an evacuation, all of that just simplifies things for the people left in town.